Hey guys, yeah, I'm on the FC today, and I got my Action 3 camera on because this is the camera I'm going to use for riding the FZ. And I'm just kind of playing around with settings. Today I'm going to try a different, instead of 4K 30 frames per second, I'm going to do just for editing purpose, so I can do a quick editing on the when I'm just doing a camera like this. I'm going to try 2.7K at 60 frames per second and see how that turns out. And yeah, so kind of just trying different things. And I think this is going to be my regular camera for the FZ, because the FZ doesn't work when I put the 360 camera here. It kind of gets in the way, you know, especially when I get sporty, and it just, there's not enough room in between me and the camera, and I just don't like the way it turns out. Anyway, I'm gonna for the GS, I'll use the 360 setup. I think it works really good. For the FZ, I'm gonna use my Action 3, my new camera here. So, and I'm really liking the camera. It's really, it's high quality. You know, it's a lot better than I thought it would be, and it got real good reviews. And I jumped on it, and I'm kind of happy I did. So I just have an extra tool for videoing in my toolbox. Anyway, talking about today, I was just thinking about riding my FC today, and how important it is, or how important it is to is it the type of bike you ride? Is that the most important thing, or is just the most important thing is to ride? And to me, it's got to be both. The bike has really got to be the right bike, otherwise I don't want to ride. It really has to be the right bike. And unfortunately, I have a couple of bikes to choose from, like my KLX, my Supermoto. That's kind of a nice pit bike, and I know some guys are good with it, using it as an everyday bike, maybe a commuter bike, but not me. It's, if I had that one bike, I don't think I would ride as much, you know. But it's not going to be my everyday bike, and there's no way I would ride as much as I ride now with that type of bike. So there is my question: how important is it to is the bike, or is it just important just to ride? I mean, which two are? I know a lot of guys are going to say both, but to me, it's more the bike that wants me to ride more than just riding itself. I mean, I love riding, but you know, if I didn't have a choice, it'd be one thing. But there's so many choices out there, so I do have choices, and it's very important to have the right bike. Extremely important to have the right bike. But that's my question for today. What else are we going to talk? I've been talking about a lot of other bullshit besides bikes, I think, you know, and I like talking more motorcycles, and I want to hear your guys' opinion on the motorcycles. That's just more important to me. So what am I doing today? I'm just doing some errands. I got to run to Knightdale. It's a small town about 20 miles away for my niece, and then I got to run to the bank so it's like a big round trip. So I'll probably put about 60, 70 miles on, kind of just riding around, which is fine. Oh, I got another question for you guys. When you guys ride, now, like, obviously I get to ride a lot because of the type of work I do, but I'd like to know, do you guys use your bike when the weather's nice to commute? Or some of you guys, I know in England the weather seems it's never nice. I just feel terrible. I mean, Jesus, I just, no way I would want to live there with that type of weather. I mean, I wouldn't mind visiting, but man, it's just, the weather is, it's just cloudy and rainy and cool. Not my cup of tea at all. All right, let's see. Jesus, with the people today. Anyway, take your motorcycle commuting. Do you take it to work, or is it just only a pleasure thing? Like, if I had to report to a 9-to-5 job, I'd probably be taking my motorcycle. Yeah, I just want to know if you guys, I mean, obviously I take my bike because it's pleasurable, but I would take it if I'm going to work. I would definitely take it if I had a 9-to-5 job and I had to report to work. I'd take it 80% of the time, you know. But I want to know if you guys take your bike to work, you do use it to commute, or is it just a pleasure thing only? Obviously, I have the best of both worlds, but I would definitely do it because it would make the going to work a little bit more pleasurable, just a little bit more fun. But yeah. So tell me what you do, if you guys use it for pleasure only, or kind of both, maybe 50-50, or you guys, I know some guys They ride it. They just use a bike religiously. That's their mode of transportation, you know. And like I said, if you lived in England or a rainy area, you would have to have a lot of different gear, and it would be kind of tough. But would I do it though? That's a good question. A nice smooth road. This is all fairly new around here. Shopping center, lots of townhouses. All right, guys, I'll be back in a little bit. I just want to look at this area, because that's what I'm really going right now. My errands, just kind of look at areas for my niece to move to. So I'll be back in a bit. All right, guys, I'm back. And what was I talking about? I was talking about, do you take your bike mostly for pleasure, or do you take your bike for both, or do you just commute? Or would you commute? Would you rather commute with a bike? Would you not rather? Would you rather just stick for pleasure? Me, I would ride the bike as much as I can, often as I can. But like I said in my first part of the video here, is it definitely is a type of bike. I'd have to have the right type of bike. I'm just not going to be on a bike that I'm just not comfortable with, enjoying. But I'm curious. I'm always curious to see what you guys think. I'm always saying it. I say this 100 times. I'm so tired of talking about me. I'd rather hear your guys' stories. I just want to hear the different stories of you know, why you guys ride, what you ride, what's your favorite type of riding, all that kind of stuff. But the main thing is today is, you know, the type of bike. Is it important? Obviously it is. But riding will, if you had to ride something that wasn't as much fun, would you still ride as much? I know I wouldn't. It's definitely, you know, and I'm in a position where I can buy the bike that I want, you know, the type of bike I want for the riding I want. So, yeah, I'm pretty lucky when it comes to that. And this is what I enjoy doing. I enjoy taking my bike to do errands. Absolutely, because now I'm doing errands, doing some productive stuff, yet I'm enjoying myself while I'm doing the productive stuff. You know, I always look for an excuse to ride. I always do. It's very, very rare I'll turn down a ride. Very rare. So, you know, I'm always looking to ride. Yeah. I love the way this bike sounds, the quick shifter, the whole bit. This is just so cool. Yeah. So, all right. I don't know what else to, let's see, am I turning right here? Yeah, I'm turning right here. I'm not sure what else to talk about on this run. I'll piece something together. Hopefully the new camera setup works out all right. This is going to be my FZ camera setup, and then I'll put the 360 back on. Yeah, different area, and I'll turn on the FZ. I'll turn on the 360 instant 360 for the GS. But this is going to be my FZ setup. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for tagging along. You let me know, give me comments, anything. Just say anything. I just love to answer questions. And yeah, we'll be back soon.